Today we're going to break down a really powerful moment. It's a story about how one of music's biggest, glitziest nights collided with a terrible tragedy, and how one person's response completely changed the room, turning a massive celebration into an unforgettable act of empathy.
These words from host Park Bo-gum pretty much stopped a global music festival in its tracks. It was a moment that totally reset the tone for the entire evening. But to really get the weight of this, you have to understand the massive excitement that was buzzing in the air right before. Okay, so let's set the stage. We're talking about the Mama Awards, one of the biggest nights in K-pop, and it was finally back in Hong Kong. After a long time away, its return to the city was a huge deal for fans, for artists, for everybody.
People had literally been waiting for this for years. The energy was just electric. Mama coming back to Hong Kong wasn't just another show. It was a major homecoming to one of its most legendary host cities. The anticipation was off the charts.
7. That's how many years it had been. 7 years. For an event this big, that is a long time to wait. The excitement was just boiling over. But just as the city was getting ready to celebrate, everything changed in an instant. And this is where the story takes a really sharp turn. While the music world was getting hyped for the show, a truly devastating event struck the heart of the city, casting this dark shadow over everything that was planned.
The timing here is just gut-wrenching. On November 26th, a horrific fire rips through a residential building. The Mama Awards were scheduled to start just 2 days later. 2. That kind of proximity creates an unbelievably tough situation.
And the scale of this tragedy was just immense. The death toll was reported to be near 100 people. I mean, it was one of the worst disasters the region had seen in years. The entire city was in mourning. So, what do? How does a massive global celebration even happen now? So, this brings us to that pivotal moment. The lights go up, the show is about to start, and literally the whole world is watching to see how they're going to handle this delicate, heartbreaking situation. Well, before a single person spoke, this message appeared on the giant screens. It immediately set a tone of respect and solidarity. It was the very first thing the audience saw, and it told everyone right away, this isn't business as usual.
Then, out walks the host, Park Bo-gum, and his outfit really said it all. He was dressed completely in black with this really somber look on his face. It was such a clear visual signal that this was not going to be your typical high-energy award show opening.
He started by acknowledging the excitement in the room. He let the audience and the artists know that he understood how long they'd waited for this night. He validated that feeling, which honestly made what he said next even more impactful. And there it was. That was the pivot. With one simple, powerful sentence, he shifted the focus of that entire arena from celebration to commemoration. He brought the city's grief right into the room and faced it head-on. He finished his tribute with this really heartfelt message of hope. He wasn't just speaking as a host anymore. He was speaking as a person sharing in this collective sorrow, wishing for the community to heal. And then he asked everyone, all the stars, the thousands of fans, the millions watching at home, to join him in a moment of silence. And as the lights dimmed, a stadium that was ready to explode with cheers just fell silent. It was a powerful, shared act of mourning. Now, this somber opening wasn't just some brief gesture at the top of the show. Oh no, it sent a ripple effect through the entire event that basically transformed its entire DNA.
And you could see the impact everywhere. The glitzy, over-the-top red carpet event? Canceled. Big-name presenters like Michelle Yeoh and Chow Yun-fat, they withdrew out of respect. The whole vibe just shifted from a loud, flashy party to something more like a quiet, respectful gathering to honor both the music and the lives that were lost.
So, why are we still talking about this? Why did this particular moment resonate so deeply with so many people all over the world? Well, I think it comes down to what everyone expected versus what was actually delivered.
Think about it. The audience came expecting a massive spectacle, but what they got was raw sincerity. They were ready for a huge celebration, but instead, they witnessed this profound act of compassion. They tuned in for entertainment and walked away with a powerful lesson in empathy.
And for navigating this unbelievably tricky situation, Park Bo-gum got so much praise, and rightfully so. He was applauded for finding this perfect balance, acknowledging the show must go on, but doing it with real leadership and genuine compassion for the city he was in.
In the end, the night became something much more than just an award show.
It was this incredible reminder that music isn't just about the performance or the trophies, it's about connection. And sometimes, empathy is the most powerful and unifying force there is.
It really leaves you with a question to chew on. In our world, which is so focused on bigger, louder, flashier spectacles, maybe true grace isn't found in a perfectly produced show. Maybe it's found in the simple, profound humanity we show each other when things go horribly wrong.